give value to the audience. I kind of want to hook up the homies and then hook up homegirls. So I got a question. Like, what are because women know women best. Mm-hmm. So a homie's talking to a girl. Can you tell me like 3 red flags that they should look out for? That like, hey man, if you see this, run.
She belongs to the streets.
Basically, she's a
mission failed.
Don't even try, man.
Red flags that women have, there's so freaking many. Damn, this is gonna sound so fucked up, but it's the truth. If she has major daddy issues that she hasn't healed from, I'm sorry. For all the daddy issue girls, like that's a thing. Like for real, if she's still hating men because of what her dad did to her, that is she is not mentally and emotionally at a space to be the kind of woman that you would need as a man.
I'll add on that. Onto that point, if she ever mentions her exes, in my opinion,
what context?
He's a piece of shit. He's this, that.
What if he was a piece of shit?
It was. You're not gonna change it. Why are you still talking about it?
Yeah. Okay.
Like just.
I have another one. If she thinks it's a problem, by like if a man were to say, I don't want you going out to the bar or a club without me, and if she thinks that's a problem, that's a fucking red flag. Because I feel like that's basic level respect. If your man don't want you at no bar or no club where nothing but fucking sex and drunkenness happens, you're toxic.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. And I'm gonna tell you now. This is where I'm gonna get canceled. But I feel like if your woman truly loves you, and you tell her don't go out to these places without you, and she disobeys, like she belongs to the streets, and that's because there has to be some type of authority that you have in this relationship. Just like you said, I'm not saying don't let her go out at all. She wants to get breakfast in the morning. She wants to go to her friend's house. They want to go to the movies like that. But you want to go to a club, a bar, girls trips to a whole nother state. I'm not gonna allow that, and that's because one, obviously shit can go wrong in any situation. Like we can, not to be this dramatic, but schools, like the one place where I think is like should be like off, like, and then the craziest things happen at schools. So yeah, you could go to a park, yeah, you go to the movies, stuff could happen there, but where you always hear stuff happening is bars, alcohol, drugs,
lust,
lots of it. And for guys to let their girls go out like that, and girls say, oh, it's just us having fun, I'm like, no, that's disrespectful.
No, I view it as disrespectful as well. And I think I'm hella weak right now because I'm like, man, you're saying all these trigger words that are going to fucking infuriate the feminists. You said disobey and allow and disobedient.
Hey, if you have a problem with that, she's not for me. No. Trust me, I don't even talk to you.
You know what it boils down to? It is respect. As women, you choose a man, right? Mm-hmm. You choose a man that you could spend the rest of your life with.
100%.
He chooses a wife,
yes,
right? You, in choosing a man, you have to trust in his leadership. You have to trust in where he is going to lead not only you in a relationship, but your family. And I think that people take that as something so negatively, like they should be leading their own lives. And I think women have a problem with submission because they view it as it's something that's negative. No. You should be able to submit to your man because you should be able to trust enough in his leadership. And a lot of the times when you men say like, oh, I don't want you going to a bar, I don't want you going to a club, it's because you're a fucking man. You know what happens there. Yeah. You know that men there just want to fuck, or there's weirdos that want to like put shit in your drinks, or there's drama, or it's just a whole ass environment that you can't be there to protect your female if it came down to it.
100%.
You would have to live with that guilt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She gets assaulted and you can't do nothing about the man that did that to her. You would live with that. And women don't understand that. They think it's control. No, your man's being a protector, as he should. And as his woman, you should respect it. You should honor the fact that your man can see the dangers that you can't. Simple as that.
And if I tell my girl, like, don't wear that, that's very revealing. Like, I have a problem because I feel like conservative is my ideal taste. Because,
like modesty?
Modesty.
There you go.
Because if you show everything to everyone, how's that special to me?
Yeah.
But if only I see it, that's back to like, if I'm the only one that could experience that, that's what makes it really special.
Yeah, and see, women nowadays have a problem with that because they equate that to ownership. They think, oh, it's my body, I should do with it however I please. But what they don't realize is not everyone should have access to you. Visibly, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You should not be that accessible to everybody. Not because you can't. You could do whatever the fuck you want. But because that's a standard that you set for yourself as a woman. You should want to be that sacredness that only your husband has seen, been in, felt, you know what I mean? You're gonna carry his fucking bloodline.
Yep.
Your children, your body is capable of bringing life into this world. I genuinely don't understand how, as a society, we've minimized the sacredness of a woman's body, and we're telling women that it's liberating to go and be promiscuous, dress crazy, and all of this, and that somehow that's good for you. No, it's not.
It just, and at the end of the day, man, women, do whatever you want. But if I tell you not to go down this dark street dressed like that, and you disobey and you do it anyway, something happens to you, I don't feel responsible because it was in your best interest to listen to me. But also, guys, if you date girls like that, it's not in your best interest.
Yeah.
You got to be somebody that's understandable with your morals and principles, and somebody you understand hers too.
Yeah, and if women are going to take that approach, if you're going to take that approach, don't expect any other outcome than dealing with men that don't see your value. You're not even valuing yourself.
Facts. What's the third one?
I would say, okay, now that I've thought about this, if she's unable to articulate her emotions in a respectful and intelligent manner, if she has no type of emotional regulation, that is a red flag. If she cannot speak to you kindly when she's upset, that's a red flag. If she cannot be dealing with something and express it to you in a way that's not confrontational, that's a red flag. We are biologically created to be emotional and creatures, right? We as women have a responsibility to harvest that emotion and bring it and turn it into wisdom. That is what we give to our men. So if your woman isn't being emotionally intelligent and doesn't know how to emotionally regulate with herself, if you're dating a girl and she's like hot and cold, she doesn't know how to handle situations in her own life, she's always in drama, always like has no type of self-reflection, no type of emotional intelligence, that is probably one of the biggest, I think, red flags that you should look out for, because she's not going to give you what you need as a man. There's not going to be no balancer. Somebody's got to have the emotional intelligence.
To add on that, and this is just like a bonus one right here. This is my number 4. This is just bonus. Is if she takes no accountability. If she messes up, and like I was drunk, it was that time of it was my period. It was my friend. Like if it was everything but her, run, guys, because there's a lot of power when a woman says, you know what, I fucked up, I shouldn't have done that. Or like, you know what, I chose to, like, yeah, it was me. Because if she blames everybody and everyone, that there's never going to be growth. Because the only time people ever grow is when they take accountability.
Yep. And you can expect a sour ass breakup or a sour ass divorce where you were the worst man ever that she's ever met, and it's going to make everyone hate you.